Okay, so we have this table with us. We convert it into equation which has already been covered before, and we'll follow the simplex table for finding out our optimal solution to maximize profits. So we have introduced the variables x, y, and z, and we have the maximize z equation, and we have the constraints. Now constraints are three constraints, and then the non-negativity constraint, and there is the less than equal to sign, which is the inequality. Now you might know this, you might not know this. This was a general rule that was taught. When you are maximizing profits, you're always going to have less than equal to sign in the constraints. This is a general rule that is always followed. If the signs are not less than equal to, if it's greater than equal to, then you convert, and you make sure you convert it into less than equal to. So we have another rule that is present in the slack variable concept. The if there are greater than equal to sign, then you introduce a surplus variable and an artificial variable. If you have an equal to sign, you introduce only an artificial variable, and you have a less than equal to sign, you introduce a slack variable. I'll talk about what surplus is, what artificial is, all when I explain the minimization concept. For now, we are only focusing on maximization. So maximization mein we introduce the slack variable s1, s2, and s3. What do they mean? You can skip forward the video if you want to, 2 minutes, if you don't want, you know what the concept of slack variable is. But basically, in order to follow a simplex table, right, in order to use a simplex table, in order to actually calculate our values using a simplex table, we need an equation. We cannot do with an inequality. We want an equation, and we need an equation. So for that, we introduce a slack variable, and we add it to the already existing equations. Why do we add the slack variable? Well, I've already taken an example here. Let's assume this equation, right, equation 1, and let's say we produce 1 unit of x, 1 unit of y, 1 unit of z. So then it would be 10 plus 2 plus 1, which would be 13. So 13 would be less than 100, which we already have. We don't want it to be less than 100. We want it to be equal to 100. How can we make it equal to 100? We introduce a slack variable, and the slack variable is equal to 87, because 100 minus 13. So this was just an example. We need to find out what is the maximum value of x, y, and z, so as we can like have the maximum profits, because the more number of units we'll sell, we'll get higher the profits. Higher the sales, higher the profits. So we need to maximize x, y, and z such that the value is close to 100, such that this equation will be close to 100. What does this mean? We have 100 hours available with us, 72 hours and 82 hours respectively for machines A, B, C. If it were in our hands, we would make sure that all the 100 hours are used, because we already have that machine. Then why not use? But at the same time, we want to make sure that the different selling prices that we have, the 22, 6, and 2, those are also taken into consideration while we decide how many hours of machine A should run, machine B should run, and machine C should run. So it might not be the case that we will get 100 out of 100 hours. I mean, we could currently say that, okay, produce 10 units of X and we'll get 100 hours, all the 100 hours. But this may not get us the maximum profit, right? So we introduce this, okay, and actually even if we run 10 hours here, we'll also have to run 10 units here. We also have to run 10 units here and 10 units here, because we have to find the it has to go through all the three machines. So even though that shouldn't matter here, you need to make sure that all 100 hours are used. And in order to use all the 100 hours, we can come close to that 100 mark, but we cannot be as precise, like perfectly 100. We may or may not. So in order to make sure that we are perfectly on that 100, we introduce this slack variable. So whatever this equation will add up to, right, whatever value of x, y, and z we get, and it adds up to some number, it won't be perfectly 100. It may or may not be. So if it is not, we'll add the slack, which is the, as we discussed here, it would be 87 if 1 was there. Similarly, there would be some number. We'll add that slack and we'll get that 100. Similarly, S2 we have and S3 we have. So that's the concept behind slack variable, to make sure equality is there, to make sure that all the hours available to us are used through that equation. And slack, as the name suggests, in Hindi, if we translate it, it translates to kami. So the kami of hours, the remaining hours that are available to us, or we can change this into different concepts as well. The remaining, the resources remaining with us, the hours remaining, hours has already been covered. Similarly, something remaining with us which is required for productions, remain extra kami jo hai wo. Slack, as the name suggests. Again, so now we go with the simplex table. Simplex table 1, you go with the basic, you write basic variable, you write SV, you write x, y, z, s1, s2, s3. I forgot to mention the maximize z equation. Maximize z equal to 22x plus 6y plus z, as we know, 2z, plus 0s1 plus 0s2 plus 0s3. Why? We need to make sure that the constants that we've introduced, the variables that we have introduced, have to be taken care in the maximum z. Then why 0? Because we want minimum slack. We want all the hours to be used. For that, if this would be 0, then all the hours will be perfectly distributed in producing x, y, and z. Similarly, here 72 hours would be used, and here 80 hours if slack would be 0, right? So for our maximization, for our highest production, for our most optimal solution, we want slack to be 0. So 0s1, 0s2, 0s3. You write the constant here, Cj जो बोलते हैं, you write the constant of the maximum maximization equation here, 2262,000. You write, whenever you start with a sum for maximization and introduce slack variable, you always start with the slack variable in the simplex table. For if you'll see here, we start with artificial variable for minimization. So the hierarchy is of sorts ke aise, artificial variable at the top, then you start with slack, and then you go down to the actual variables that we have, x, y, and z. So we have here 0. We write s1, s2, s3, as we know the constants are 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now what would is the standard variable of this? What would be the, like, just for slack, not for us, but slack. Let's imagine you are slack, you are an entity called slack. What would be your best situation of sorts when all the hours are not used and you get all the hours? As a slack variable, you will be happiest. So it's kind of that concept. We have to allot the maximum value that S1 can have, and that is 100. So S1 ko 100 diya, S2 ko 72, S3 ko 80. That's the maximum value that slack can have. Then you write the constants. X ka 10 hai, to 10 likha, 2 likha, 1 likha, 1 likha, 0, 0. Similarly, because 0, 0, because S2 is not here, S3 is also not available. You have 7, 3, 2, 7, 3, 2, 0, because S1 is not there and S2 is 1, 0. And yeah, this k variable, ignore it for now. I'll explain what that means. Now, we know that this is not the best solution. So, because slack full hai, humko slack nahi chahiye. Why would we keep slack full? We don't want slack. So what do? Well, we calculate Zj. Zj is what? Cj. Zj is what? 0 multiplied by this. 0 multiplied by this. 0 multiplied by this. And you add 0 into 10 is 0, plus 0 into 7 is 0, plus 0 into 2 is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Repeat that for here as well. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We have all the values as 0. Now you calculate delta j. Delta j equal to Cj minus Zj. Cj minus Zj. 22 minus 0, 22. 6 minus 0, 6, 2, 0, 0. Now, for maximization, delta j always has to be less than or equal to 0. Always. Otherwise, the solution is not optimal. So here, we have 3 digits which are greater than 0, right? Now, which among this is the greatest value? 22. 22 is the highest among all of these. So this will become our incoming variable. Incoming variable matlab, imagine that this pen is here. This pen is the row here. So it will, this column here. So it will shift and it will come into this table. But where? Will it replace S1? Will it replace S2? Will it replace S3? Incoming variable, andar aa raha hai. And it's also called key column, but andar aa raha hai, incoming variable. So there has to be an outgoing variable for an incoming variable to come. So then we calculate minimum replacement ratio. Minimum replacement ratio is standard variable divided by the key column ka elements of Kc. SV divided by elements of Kc. 100 divided by 10, 10. 72 divided by 7, 10.28 approximately. 80 divided by 2, 40. Which is the lowest among the three? 10. The lowest. the minimum we are calculating, right? Minimum replacement ratio. So lowest will become our key row. This key row is also called as outgoing variable. So ये जाएगा तब x आएगा. Key row goes, x comes. Key row goes, key column comes. For key row to come, for key column to come, key row has to go. Something along the lines of that. So we bring it in. But how do we bring it in? Take the key element and divide it from key row. Again, this becomes our key element, key variable, because incoming variable ये है and outgoing variable ये है. So the intersection of this and this is 10. So 10 becomes our key variable. 10 को take the key elements of all and divide it by 10. So 100 divided by 10 is 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 2 divided by 10 is 1 divided by 5. Make sure you keep it in fractions. I did it in points and it was the biggest mistake. It complicates the calculations a lot. 1 divided by 10, 1 divided by 10, 0, 0. Now, ये तो एक कॉलम रिप्लेस कर दिया. वी हैव अदर 2 कॉलम्स टू रिप्लेस एज वेल. S1 चला गया. अब S1 इधर ही है, इधर से निकल गया. इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ आवर सोल्यूशन एनी मोर. वी फाउंड आउट के x को ला सकते हैं अंदर. नाउ S2 and S3 we have. Which one will go? We'll find out later. Abhi, for that we need to find out the key column, but for that we need the elements. We don't have the elements here. I haven't yet calculated these elements. Abhi hai book mein, but we have to calculate it. How do we calculate it? There is this formula there. I'll write it again here. I actually explained all of this in a video, but that video got deleted, so I'm recording it again. It was a 24-minute video. Very sad. But you have this kind of this equation nahi bolenge, but this rule of sorts, this formula of sorts. Here you will have the element which is going to be replaced. The element which is going to be replaced is 72. Correct? ये पहला ढूंढ रहे हैं, हमको नहीं मालूम क्या है, तो 72 लिख दिया. माइनस, नाउ व्हाट डू वी सब्ट्रैक्ट फ्रॉम इट? 7. व्हाई 7? 7 is the key element corresponding to the key element. It is the element which is corresponding to the key element. If you'll see 10 इधर था, तो 10 के साथ 7 और 2 है, बट हमारा S2 रिप्लेस हो रहा है. S2 रिप्लेस हो रहा है मतलब S2 के वैल्यूज रिप्लेस हो रहा है. 7 is our key element का corresponding value, key element का corresponding value. So you write element corresponding to key element in row 2. So you write 7 multiplied by, now here when what value will come? The value that will come here is 10. Why 10? Well, we are finding what will come here. So इसका corresponding क्या है? 10 है. So you write 10 here. 72 minus 70, which is 2. Similarly here, now I'll give you time to solve. Again, the solution is here, but 7, which is what? The number which is going to be replaced, minus the the element corresponding to the key element, which is 7, into the element which is corresponding to this in the new table, in simplex table 2. 1, you write it, 7 minus 7, which is 0. Repeat that for all of that. I will give you some time, and if you are calculating, otherwise I'll move on. You can pause the video. Now we go here, we calculate it for all of it. It's very easy. You just have to write it here and you multiply and you do the usual crap. Now S3 mein 80 is going to be replaced, so you write 80 minus. Now what is the corresponding element? 10 ka corresponding 2 in row 3, so you write 2 into corresponding of this is what? 10, so you write 10. Now if you'll see a pattern emerges, this will always remain same, 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 7 7 7 7 7 7. Why? Because the corresponding element will always remain the same, so this will always remain the same, and this 10 1.1 ये सब भी हमेशा सेम रहेगा. क्यों? Because the corresponding element here का इसका will be the same, इसका and इसका will be the same. So इस केस में all of it is always going to be it will always remain the same. मतलब सिर्फ इसके लिए, इस टेबल के लिए. Now you subtract, you get the value 60, 0, multiply, fraction में लिखना था, बोलना था, but मैंने point में लिख दिया, biggest mistake, as I repeated it again. Now you write it here. Now you can start with ZJ. जो इसमें ZJ था, because we already had these values, now we calculated those values and started with ZJ. ZJ is what? 22 into 1, 22, plus 0 into 0, 0, plus 0 into 0, 0, 22. 22 into 1 divided by 5, plus 0 and plus 0, 22 by 5. ये सब repeat करो. I am not going to say everything. So now we have delta J. Cj minus Zj. Cj is 22. minus 22, 0. 6 minus 22 divided by 5, 8 by 5. I calculated this. 2 minus 2 minus minus, so 2 plus 2 divided by 10. Sorry, 2 minus 22 by 10, 2 minus 22 by 10, 0 minus 22 by 10. समझा ये you subtract it's the same and then you get now this is positive, rest all are negative, but this is positive, so still our solution is not optimal. To optimize it we have to bring in incoming variable which is y. Now y जो ये column सीधा था now ऐसा हो जाएगा, now it will become a row, but which row will it be a part of? For that we calculate minimum replacement ratio, 10 divided by 1 by 5, so 10 divided by 1 by 5 which is 50. डिनोमिनेटर का डिनोमिनेटर बिकम्स न्यूमरेटर, दुश्मन का दुश्मन दोस्त ऑफ सॉर्ट्स. डिनो का डिनो बिकम्स न्यूमरेटर, डिनो का डिनो becomes new of sorts. Now 2 divided by 8 divided by 5 which is 1.25, and then 60 divided by 3.6, 3.6 is what I don't know, but around something along the lines of 16 point something. This is our lowest value, right? Minimum is this, so that will go out and incoming variable will come in. You brought it in, we are back to that originally. Very lengthy process, I understand, it feels complicated. Once you'll solve 5 sums you'll be absolutely smooth with it. It's a bit long, it's very long, quite frankly, a bit tiring too, but yeah, you have to, I mean, there's no point in complaining, right? So now it's incoming variable and outgoing variable, मतलब key element ये हो गया 8 by 5. Reminder, take the key element and divide it from the key row. Take the key element 8 divided by ये 2 divided by 8 by 5 which is 10 by 8, 0 divided by 8 by 5, 8 by 5 divided by 8 by 5, 13 by 5, 13 by 10 divided by 8 by 5. Now एक ये बता देता हूँ, 13 divided by 8 by 13 by 10 था, you wanted to divide it by 8 by 5, instead of that you can do 13 by 10 multiplied by 5 by 8. ये बेसिक है, राइट? दिस बिकम्स ऊपर एंड बिकॉज ऑफ इट कमिंग ऊपर इट फ्लिप्स, तो इसलिए 65 डिवाइडेड बाई 80. यू कैन ऑल्सो रिड्यूस 5 1 जा 5 2 जा 13 1 जा 16, तो 13 by 16 वैसे यू कैन डू. -7 by 16 is what? -7 divided by 8 by 5. 1 divided by 8 by 5 is 5 by 8 and 0 as it is. Now repeat the process again. What is being replaced? This का वैल्यू क्या था यहाँ पे? 10 is being replaced. What minus in bracket, what is the corresponding element to the key element? 1 by 5 into what is the corresponding element in this? 10 by 8 वो लिख दिया. Now 1 by 5 will remain the same here and ये सब change होगा. 1 minus, so 1 minus 1 by, so 1 minus 1 by 5 1 minus in bracket 1 by 5 multiplied by 0. So 1 minus 1 multiplied by 0. Calculate. Similarly, इधर भी वही करना है. You will get these values. Even I didn't calculate at the end. I was tired and I just copied it from the Jamboard that we were discussing upon and in the class. And now we have this ZJ 22, 6, 56 by 16, 24 by 16, 1, 0. How did this come? Reminder. 22 into 1 plus 6 into 0 plus 0 into 0, 22, correct? 22 into 0 is 0, 6 into 1 is 6, 0 into 0 is 0, 0 plus 6 plus 0 is 6. 22 into minus 1 by 16, minus 22 by 16, 6 into 13 by 16 is 78 by 16 and 0 is 0. So you write 22 minus 22 divided by 16 plus 78 by 16, 78 minus 22 is 56 by 16. वैसे का वैसे लिख दिया. 22 into 3 by 66 by 16 minus 42. 66 minus 42 is 24 by 16. माइनस क्यों हुआ? प्लस माइनस माइनस, मतलब वो प्लस साइन रहता है बट बिकॉज ऑफ माइनस साइन इट बी सब्ट्रैक्टेड. वो सेम यहाँ रिपीट किया. बिकॉज इट जीरो, ये नीचे का रो काम में नहीं आएगा. And now delta j is what? 22 minus 22 which is 0, 6 minus 6 is 0, 2 minus 56 by 16 is 28 by 16, minus 28 by 16, my bad. I stressed on the minus because if it weren't minus then we had to do all of this again. So 0 0 0 यहाँ था already, 0 minus, again if you don't know why 0 I wrote because right, I'll remind 0 0 0 जो था हमने डिस्कस किया वो. तो 0 minus 24, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 0. Now all of them are negative. Congratulations, you've finally been able to complete the simplex table. This time it took me only 20 minutes because I think that I might have skipped a little bit in terms of explanation. If you do not understand, please message me at any time. I'll try to reply as soon as possible. If I forget to reply, please remind me as well without any hesitation. So now we've calculated, but still the process is not over. We have to decide what x and y and z will be, जो हमने अभी तक नहीं किया है. तो उसके लिए we do this. X is equal to 39/4. Y is 10/8 and Z तो है ही नहीं, Z तो 0 ही लिखना पड़ेगा, Z है ही नहीं सोल्यूशन में. S3 which is slack 3 is 11 है या 111 है, 111. I only don't understand my handwriting. 111 divided by 2. इसका मतलब क्या है? What does this mean? Well, it means that you should produce approximately 10 units and you should produce approximately 1 to 2 units in order to maximize your profit. And there will be a slack, an extra 111/2 hours with you. This extra 111/2 means कि because we are not producing Z, तो for our total production हमारे पास extra hours बचेंगे. And I think that's it. You substitute and you will get the final profit, maximum profit, 220 plus 12, yeah, something like that. That's it. Whew. Tiring. Thank you for watching. I'll explain minimization soon. Bye.